tablet, and then I can see everyone's comments then. Just bear with. Oh, my tablet decides it's going to catch up. Okay, who have we got? Right. Hi, Cindy. Oh, gosh, my things have gone again. Where are we? There we go. Hi, Cindy. You're taking Gracie to school, but you're listening by Bluetooth until you get back home. Cool. I actually did that recently with Donna Gray, because she was doing 12 Days of Christmas. Really good. She has some really, really good ideas. And but she does hers at 8 o'clock my time. So I think it's like the afternoon or evening for them. But for me, it's like, yeah. It's very late. It's very early in the morning. So I'm usually doing school run as well. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Sweet Pea. Hi, Sally Joe. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Marianne. And Karen and Elaine. Who else? We've got Tanya and Erin. We've got lots of people in New Zealand and Australia. Hi, Anne in the Netherlands. And Tanya, you're in the UK. Good. Good old British person with me, eh? It's nice to have some people from England as well. It's good to have everyone, to be honest with you. I like having lots of different people from different places. It's more interesting. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you quickly through these, which has gone live already. And then I want to quickly show you something that came in the post this morning, and I've just done a bit of a craft tour video, but I'm excited about these two things. I'm just going to show you them quickly because I want to. So first of all, we'll do the paper pack, which you've probably seen the thing for. You've probably seen the short for. I've also used this. I'm going to be using this today. We're actually making 2 cards today. Hi, Eugenie. So yes, this one's Frosted Winter. I went a bit frosted. I went with the burgundies, pinks and greys. I actually really like this pack. I was quite excited when I first did this. So yeah, so that's the pack. So what I want to show you that came through today is these. Now, these completely left field of what I normally do. So, you know, I normally do cards, don't I? Well, these are fabric paints from DRK Crafts. And I got their normal fabric paint, 3D fabric paints, and also some 3D glitter paints. And I'm going to be having a bit of a play on some t-shirts and fabric. And it says that you can use them on fabric, paper, glass, and more. But when I opened the box, I was like, oh my days. Can we just please appreciate these colours? Oh, look at this. Oh my days. See, I've had similar things to this. So nice. I've had similar things to this before. I can't remember where they were Dovecraft ones and they were glitter glues, but they weren't fabric ones. Oh my goodness. Look at the neon. Oh, so yeah, some really nice colours in here. Really, really, really nice colours. So I'm going to have a play with those anyway. So there'll be a video. So it's a bit different for me. Obviously, if you're not into... Oh, look at that. Oh, so nice. And the red. Oh, my days. Oh, I haven't even had a proper look yet through these. They're just so gorgeous. Anyway, so that's the glitter ones. So and they're washable, machine washable. And then this is the fabric ones. So they reckon that they dry the colour of what's on the box. I've gone blurry. Oh, no. I'm sorry. If I've gone blurry, because I'm okay on my tablet, just check on your settings. Yeah, check on your settings, and it might just be I'll put these up too close. So they reckon that they dry this colour. So I'll be interested to see if they do or not, because these look like a pastel dream. Look at these. Just these. Oh my goodness, they're so nice. Look. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, these look amazing. I'm kind of hoping they dry pastel like this, because I quite like the pastel. Quite like the pastel colour. But there's all sorts. There's so many of them. So anyway, so I'm going to have a play with them, but I just wanted to show you. So if any of you are into fabric-y type things, and also they reckon you can use them on glass. So if you use on glass or ceramic, allowed to dry for 24 hours and hand wash only. So yeah, I'm liking the look of these. So I'm going to have a play anyway. So yeah, Tanya, you might want to check your settings. So I have had the same problem in the past. So if you go onto your screen, if you're on I'm on tablet, but if you're on computer, it'll be similar kind of thing. Click, and in the corner here where the little cog is, you click on that and click on quality, and then go down to advanced. You can select your resolution. So if you click 720, that's like the highest, and then it will give you a nice sharp screen. So have a go with that, because that might solve your blurriness, your blurry problem, hopefully. Right, let me grab my 2 folders. So the first card we're going to do, we're doing 2 today. The first card we're going to do is a simple one, and I'm not actually using my new papers on this one. I'm using the Aussie Christmas papers. So bear with, but it's really simple, this card. So I thought we would start with this one. I have done a video for this, and I will be doing a video for the second one that we're doing as well. Are you on mobile? Okay, on mobile you should still be able to do it. There should be that little cog setting, because that's my tablet, which is very similar to on my mobile. So it should be the little cog settings button. Click on that and go on to, what does it say, quality, and then go down to advanced, and then just choose the highest one, like 720. Either that or it's your internet. You might not have, you know, a good internet signal. Okay, so let me find my notes. Bear with a second. There they are. You know, I've got so much stuff on the side of my desk. I've got ideas coming out of my head, out of my, you know, just loads of them, which is fine. But yeah, just trying to get through them all. Right, so we're going to be doing this card, which is basically like a gift card holder. I don't dare take that off, it's going to make you swing. So let me get my little fake gift card out. So I've made a little gift card out of a piece of card. So this is the size that a gift card normally is. And basically you've got, this is you can get 2 out of 1 sheet of A4. And if you're using letter size card, I reckon you can as well. I'm just trying to think how big. Is it 11.5 the length? I think it is, isn't it? Is it 8.5 by 11.5? Is that right for letter size? Something like that. In which case you could get 2 out of this again. So that's it like that. And then this is where you put your little gift card, goes in there. So yeah, I just quite liked it. So I've got, so you can do 2. And if you make 2 out of 1 sheet, then what you can do is you can cut all your pattern pieces out of for both cards, and then mix and match like I've done. I am going to be doing another card after this. Okay, so if this isn't your cup of tea, just hold on, come back in, or go away and come back in like, I don't know, 10 minutes. But yeah, yeah, so this is the one we're going to be doing. So it's nice and easy, and that's why I wanted to do it, because quite often, especially these days, I think, well, for me anyway, I've got a couple of people who I always give gift cards to, because I don't know what they want. The teenagers, I don't know what they want. So yeah, this was actually from the Paper Pixie. That's where I got this idea from. I'm not sure if it was her idea, but this is, I've been watching a lot of Paper Pixie recently, so she's really given me good ideas. So yeah, this is the one she did. I've made mine slightly different size, because hers finishes up being 6 inches by 4 1/8, and I wanted it to be 4, because 6 by 4 over here is like a normal, like one of the normal sizes, card sizes. So yeah, so what you want for this is you are going to need, let me get my scoreboard out actually. So you are going to need, and this is ridiculously easy, we will have this done in 5 seconds flat. So you need a base piece that is 4 inches by 11.5. Now mine, for some reason, mine is 11 3/4. Not sure why. So I'm just going to cut that last little bit off. Bear with. There's me thinking I was all super organised, and actually I wasn't. And I'm hoping that my trimmer doesn't leave a rough edge. No, it's not too bad. That will do. Okie doke. Right, let's turn this back over again. Okay, Tanya, I'm sorry I can't sort it. I don't know. Yeah, I can't help any more than that. Right, so this is 4 by, is it 4? Yes, it is 4. I just have to check my measurements because I'm going slightly crazy. 4 by 11.5. Yeah, Nicole, you're a fan of the Paper Pixie too. I love her videos. I love the stuff she does, and she just seems like a really nice person. So yeah. Right, so we're going to score at 6 inches. And at 9 inches. Super duper easy. And that is all of your scoring. You'll also need another piece of card, which is 2.5 by 4.5. But if you want to, this can change. If you've got a topper that you would rather use, you can do that instead. So I did one, she says, trying to find it,
I did one. No, I can't find it. I did one for Trimcraft, for not Trimcraft, DRK Crafts as they are now. And I use one of their toppers as the instead of using this. But I'm going to put this one on anyway, and then if you haven't got a topper that fits, you can just use a bit of card. So that's what I've done on these two. So these all fold the same way. So they all fold basically like mountain fold or valley if you've got the way around, like that. And then what we want to do is we are going to put, oh, I didn't get my white piece out. Right, bear with, I'm going to need to cut a white piece because I haven't cut my white piece. Right, let me just grab a white piece. So you need a white piece on the inside that is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I'm just going to cut myself a piece here, 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Oh, that is 5 3/4. Happy days. So that is going to fit in there like that. So that's good. Hi Linda, with the same surname as me. How are you? Yeah, it's good. I'm glad you managed to make it. We're doing a super simple, we're doing 2 cards today. Both are gift card holders and they're both quite easy. This is the easiest out of the 2. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to stick this down onto there, and then you also need a piece of pattern paper that is 1 inch by 3 3/4, and that's going to go on the end of the white piece like that. Now if you want to make it with a border, you can make it slightly smaller, but I've just done it the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this onto the white piece and then stick the whole thing down onto the inside of my card base. I like the fact you can get 2 of these out of 1 sheet of A4 because that just makes life a whole lot easier. And if you want to make a few of these, especially for like birthdays and things like that, but definitely for Christmas and stuff, it's just, you know what I mean, it's just super easy, and these don't take very long to make at all. And the other thing as well is because of the size of these pieces, quite often you'll probably have scrap pieces of paper that, you know, pattern paper that will be more or less the right size for you. So you're kind of using up scraps, making 2 at once, and it just makes me very happy to do that. So that's like that. Oh, you've been in Sri Lanka? No, I don't blame you for not getting your head around the time difference. That sounds a bit crazy. That sounds a bit crazy. I can't get my head around any time difference, to be honest with you. Trying to work out if someone's, sometimes I'll see crafters in America or Australia or wherever, and they've got a live coming up or, you know, video, whatever, and it says coming up at whatever their time is. In my time, I'm like, I have no idea what that is. I have no idea. Unless YouTube tells me, they're not. I don't have a clue. I do not have a clue. Right, so that goes on like that. So then if we turn the whole thing over and deal with these 2, we are going to need 1 piece of pattern paper. You can use mats if you want to, but I've just gone with patterns. So 1 piece of pattern that is, and I'm going to measure it because I've got it written down, but I just want to make sure I've definitely got the right measurements. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that is going to go there. And then you need 1 piece that's going to go here, and this one measures 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and so that is going to go there. And whatever you stick this down with, you want to make sure that this piece is pretty much covered, especially on this bit here. This bit here needs to be really nicely covered. So yeah. No, they're not hot air balloons. Oh dear, got something in my throat. I mean, there could be, but they're not. This is part of the Aussie Christmas pack, this one. I'd already cut these pieces out and then realised, because I think I was going to make this a few weeks back, but I wanted to do more than one because this, I knew this was only going to take like a few minutes to make. Like it's super, super quick and easy. So yeah. The other thing as well I was going to ask you all was, I've seen, I know like Donna Gray's done it and various other YouTubers do it around Christmas time. They do like, you know, 12 days of Christmas or whatever, or they do like Vlogmas. So in December they upload every day, or, you know, stuff like that. Is that something that you would want to see or not? So let me know, because it's a lot of work, but I was considering
12 days of Christmas type thing and doing, it wouldn't be 12 days in a row because of weekends, I can't do weekends, but I was considering doing like a 12 days type thing. Like maybe I do, I don't know, somehow I do a 12 days of Christmas and just do all like this sort of thing, like simple little treat holders, gift card holders, quick makes that, you know, you can just do for Christmas. So let me know. Thank you, Linda. These are my new nail wraps from Lily and Fox, and I'm really impressed with them. I really like them. When I first saw them, I wasn't sure if it was going to be my thing, but I do really like them. And I've just this morning had my next order come through the post, so you'll be seeing some crazy nails soon. I like them because they protect your nails as well. I'm not getting paid to say this. I just love them. So I'm just telling you how much I like them. Yeah, they're just really good. Your nails don't break, basically. That's what I like about them. So I ended up with really frazzled nails from having to use nail polish and whatever. And so now with these nail wraps, they're basically like nails, like strips you put on your nails. They're so easy. And then I just whack a couple of about 3 or 4 coats of top coat over the top and UV them, so then they're nice and strong. I don't have to wait for them to dry. And then yeah, they last me 2 to 3 weeks, which is very good for me because normally nail polish and stuff just pops off my nails, so it gets very irritating. If I didn't do YouTube, I wouldn't wear nail polish. So yes, Laurie, I know I am thinking about that, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to work out whether I can do it, whether I can, how I can factor it all in, because it is a bit hectic at the moment. But I was thinking if I did like a live stream, that would almost be less work. So the way Donna did it, she did like a live stream 12 days pretty much in a row, apart from maybe weekends. I don't think she did. She missed a couple of days, but she pretty much did it in a row. But it was a live stream, so she didn't have to edit and stuff, so it does make it a little bit easier. So I'm thinking I'll definitely do it live. That would be easier. Yeah, I don't know, I'll have to have a think. Okay, and you're into it as well. Cool. Right, so then what I want to do is along this cut edge here, you want to find halfway. Dearie me, find halfway. You can eye it if you want, and then you need to find a circle punch or something similar. So this one is a Dovecraft one, and it's a 1.5 inches, but anything sort of similar. And then I'm just going to put it in. So it's kind of halfway, about there. See, that doesn't look, I keep doing this and it never looks right. But anyway, about there-ish. And then we're just going to punch, wait for it to flick everywhere. Boom, there we go. And then when we turn this over, that's going to be a little finger hole so you can get in and get your card. So then what we want to do is take some super, super, super skinny red tape. And it does need to be super skinny. This one is about 3 mils. Yeah, it's about 3 mils. You want super skinny. Because mine's only 4 inches wide, your gift card is about 3 3/8, so you need a bit of space for it to be able to to sit in. So if you go too much wider tape wise, you're not going to be able to fit your gift card in. If you go for the 4 1/8 measurement, which the Paper Pixie did, you've got more room for manoeuvre. As I said, I didn't really want to go that wide because 6x4 is kind of like a normal card size for us. Karen, sorry, going back to nails, you went to the website and they do have some cute ones. They are really easy to take off. Like, you don't even, I mean, they say about putting some, I think they've got like is it coconut oil or something they said about putting on. I don't even need to do that. I just use one of, the wooden, whatever they're called, stick things that you use to like push your cuticles down with. I just do that and I just get under the thing, because obviously you've got a bit of growth by that point. Just get under the nail and just push them off. And they don't damage your nails at all. They are so easy. But having said that, they do stay on. I mean, for me, I use my hands a lot, obviously with paper crafting. And I'm not, the most ladylike of ladies. So I'm not like, lunching, what I mean, going out for lunch on every day and all the rest of it.
So yeah, I find them very good. Oh, got a bit of thing stuck to my hand there. But you definitely need the clear coats over the top. I would definitely advise that, and that just makes them last like, you know, a lot longer. Okay, so we've done our 2 lines of tape. So then we're just going to close that up like that. And so there you've got your space then for your gift card to go in. So there's your little gift card, which is cool. And then we just close that up. Then we take that piece that was 2.5 by 4.5, and that is going to go over the top like that. And you've got a pattern piece, which is 2.25 by 4.25 to go over the top of that like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that onto that base piece. I warned you it was super easy. Sally Joe, yes, that would be quite a good idea to record the weekend ones. Yeah, I could do that. I'm just trying to work in the practicalities of it. I could do that. I'm going to have a think, and also when to start it, because I don't want to go too close to Christmas, because obviously most people have done their Christmas crafting by then. Although I suppose you guys do last minute. How many of you do Christmas crafting in kind of like end of November, December? Let me know. Hi Valerie and hi Diane. Good to have you on. Good to have you on. Also, sorry, I'm a bit all over the place today. For those of you who are silver crafty icicles and you haven't told me what paper pack you would like for either August or September, please email me. I'm struggling a bit to keep up with chasing everyone and keep on top of videos and whatever, comments and paper packs, and do you know what I mean? I'm kind of struggling, and then everything here. So please email me and let me know. Yeah, I know some of you already have, so if you haven't already, let me know, please. Thank you very much. I'm thinking about changing the way we do that. I'm going to try and see if I can make it easier. So maybe like there's a code or something. So if you're a silver crafty icicle, you get a code and you can just go straight onto Etsy and do it from there. I'm thinking maybe, and then, you know, it's sort of the onus is on you to go and download it. I don't know. I'll have to see what I can do, but it's having time and brain space to get my head around it. Cool. So Zania, hi Zania. Valerie, you make your cards in November. Okay, so that would work for you. Nicole, you don't do any Christmas crafting, but you do lots of Halloween. Okay, I don't do Halloween. Laurie, depends on how lazy I've been to get things done. So I'm usually on crafting in December. Yeah, I think if this wasn't my job, I think I would be the same. Okay, so that's going to go on there like that. So I'm going to flip this over, and then we just want to put glue just where, obviously on that left hand side. So let's just move this over here. I'm going to hold it here, and I'm just going to put some glue over here like that. And then if you want to, you could pop it up on pads, but I want to make sure that it's sort of as flat as it can be, because I will be posting this. The chances are, because if I'm giving a gift card, it's usually because I'm posting it, or I don't know what they want, maybe. But yeah, so there we go like that. And then all we need to do is add a greeting on the front. And I have received, as part of my Maker Team parcel, the perfect thing for the front. These little sentiment toppers from Simply Creative. They've literally just come through the post. So I am going to use one now because they look like they're going to be perfect. Yep, for this. There we go. These were a bargain, by the way. I can't remember how much they were, but they were really cheap. So yeah, go and have a look. That is fabulous. That is. I like this. It's got a bit of a, it's got a foam pad underneath it already, but I think, should I pop it up on one? I'll stick it flat. I think I might put a bit of tape on the back of it, foam tape. I feel like it needs a little bit of something. It means it's not going to be that flat, but anyway. You did this year's Christmas cards in January, Sally. Wow, well done for that. I think you should get a trophy for that. The most organised crafter. Goodness me, I used to try and do, before I used to do the job, I used to try and do one a week. So then by the time I got to Christmas, I'd have 52 cards. Sometimes I'd end up with more because I'd start crafting and then I'd just sort of get on a roll. But yeah, wow. Okay, so that's upside down. Let's turn this right around.
I like the fact this topper has got the little pointy bits, top and bottom, because it means lining up with that is really easy. And there we go. Now, how easy is that? That is a dream. That, you were bored, that's funny. So there you go. So there's your little card. Happy days. And obviously you can write your sentiment in there, and your message is mainly obscured by that front panel. So there you go. That's number one. Nice and super easy. As you can see, I used peel-offs on the middle there. So easy. And this is the sentiment pack from DRK Crafts, the Little Red Robin and Friends pack. Sentiments. Vellum sentiments. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah. So there you go. So that's that one. That's number one done. So let me just tidy up my bits and get the next bit ready. The next one that we're going to do is courtesy of Joe Blackman, I believe. I think that, no, was it Joe? Hang on, let me have a look. Might have been Jambi. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at my notes. Jambi. So the next one's courtesy of Jambi. And it's a semi-explosion gift card holder. So again, this is another one. It's a bit more tricky, but it's still very nice. And we are going to be using my new paper pack for this one. So, right. See, look, I've even got Livestream 2 of 2. I'm trying to be organised. Trying to get my life together and not being so much shambles as I normally am. Right, so there's my little pretend one, so I can have a look at it and just see what I'm doing. Put that to one side. There's my papers. I didn't stick any of my mats and layers down, so I've got a white mat. There's my papers, put those off to one side. Right, take a deep breath. Here we go with the final, number 2. I was thinking about doing 3, but I was like, maybe that's a bit excessive. So we're going for 2 today. So this one, again, ends up to be 4 by 6. So you need a piece of card that is a base card that is 8 inches by 11.5. So this one is a little bit more tricky. So you'll have to bear with me. I'm hoping that my half awake brain is going to be working. That does not look like a straight piece of card to me. So let me just trim this bit of card down, because I've got a bit of a wonky edge there. It's never good to start with a wonky edge. Let me just trim this so it is actually square. I don't know why that's so wonky. Oh goodness, they're all wonky. Oh no, it's just going to end up not being. Oh, if I trim it, it's not going to end up being. I hate when you get bits of card and they're not actually straight. So that's fine, but if I turn it over here, look at the gap on that. Dear me. This could be interesting. Okay, I'm going to trim this down and hope that it then doesn't affect my measurements, because that is very, very off. Okay, hopefully that's... Okay, so it's just shy of 11.5 now and just shy of 8. But anyway, we will have to see how we go. Oh, you were bored, Sunny Joe, and you were showing off. Okay, fair enough. Oh, you're not showing off. Sorry, you're not showing off. Okay. Right, so what we want to do with this one is we are going to score at 2 7/8. And now, you please bear in mind, this might not go to plan because it's not quite the right size, because I've had to trim a little bit off to make it square. And 8 5/8. Okay, so 2 7/8 and 8 5/8. Then we're going to turn it round like that, and we're going to score halfway at 4 inches. So I'm just shimmying mine in so it's kind of, you know, central. Yes, this one as well, Tanya, is also a good one for money cards. If you want like a card and you want to put money in it, this is another very good one for that. Okay, so now we've done that, we also want to score. Well, we don't want to score. We want to make a little mark at 1 3/8, just there, and at 6 5/8, which is 6 5/8 or 6 3/8. Let me just double check that. It says 5. Let me just. So it should be 1 and 1 2 3 6 5/8. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and we're going to do that on the other side as well. So we'll turn it round
We do the same on this side. So 1 3/8 and 6 5/8. Okay, just a little notch. Doesn't look even to me, but hopefully it is. And that is all of our scoring on the card. So now we need to bring in a corkboard and a ruler, which I thought, yes, I do have. Fabulous. And what we're going to do is we're going to score from this, the top of this score line here, down to here. Okay, so, no, we're not going to score. No, we're going to cut that, bear that, scratch that. We're going to score from here to the mark we've done here, and from here to the mark we've done here. That's what we're going to do. Dear me. My brain hasn't woken up, even though it's 12:30, 1 o'clock. We go from there to there. Now this might not fold very well, as I said, because our measurements are going to be slightly off, I think. And then we're going to do the same on this side as well. So I'm going to go from here up to that mark there, like that. And then we're going to go again from here down to that mark there, like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see those score lines. So now I'm going to bring in my cutting mat. She says trying to find it. Where are you, Mr. Cutting Mat? Here it is. Oh, let's choose the one that colour coordinates. There we go. And then we just need a, there we go, my Stanley knife or craft knife and metal ruler. So this is now where we cut from the top of that score line to the end of that score line. So we're going to cut from there to there. There we go. And the same on this side. Don't do the bottom though, you're only doing the top half. So from there down to there, like that. Okay. So these pieces you don't need. And then you should end up with something that looks a bit like a house. Hopefully. Right. So that is that. So now we need to score. So I'm going to assume this is my inside. So these side pieces are going to come in. This bit here folds in. This piece here folds in, like that. And then this piece here folds down, like that. Okay, and then these here need to be mountain folds. So if you kind of bring that like that, and then bring this back on itself, you can then give that a good burnish. And the same on this side. Bring it in, bring that back on itself, give that a good burnish, like that. Do it with my left hand, a bit cock-handed, but anyway, we got there in the end. There we go. And then we're going to do the same on the top half here. I'm going to turn it round because it's easier. Round like that, back on itself like that. And as you can see, it's not quite completely square there, which is fine. And then the same on this side here. So fold it in, fold it back on itself, like that. And then hopefully you should end up with this. And then what you can do is when this is down, this bit should fold down. So just give it a fold down and just give it a bit of a burnish and make sure it's all kind of agreeing with each other, because it might be having a bit of a disagreement, which is what it's doing at the moment. Okay, so then you end up with a nice good crisp folds. So now we need to decorate. So for the decoration process, I have got mats this time and patterns. You don't necessarily have to do mats and patterns, but I have. So let's work out what I was doing. Okay, so I've chosen to go for this burgundy one on white, and this is going to go on the inside. So I'm going to have one piece here, and I'm going to have one piece here. And then I also need one for the front, and I'm going with the pink on the front. So that's that one, and that's going to go on the front. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick my pattern onto my mats. So my patterns, or my mats rather, are 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So you need 3 of those. And the patterns are 3 1/2
by 5 1/4. So let me stick these patterns onto these mats and then we can continue. Take a breath. I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking. Where has my tape gone? Anybody seen my roll of tape anywhere? Where's it hiding? I've lost my roll of tape. I've got a roll of tape there. Oh, it's in the drawer. It's me being all neat and tidy. I've put it in the drawer. Yes, so some of you do. So I'm just having a look at your comments now. So some of you do them in sort of November, December time. Well, yeah, okay. So I could potentially then do a sort of 12 days of Christmas thing, sort of November, yeah, end of October, November time, maybe. And then you can always look back on them. That might be a plan. Because I've got quite a few more kind of gift card, money, wallet-y type, you know, cards. Because I just think they're quite useful. And they're useful all year round, really, because if you've got a birthday, you know, you're not quite sure what to get somebody. So I think that I will probably do that then, end of October, November time. That gives me time to have a bit of a think, come up with some ideas. I'll probably do them as a live stream. But I'll probably do them a bit like, you know, when we did the paper crafting basics, which I haven't forgotten about. I'll come back to that in a minute. I haven't forgotten about the paper crafting basics series. But I'll probably do a bit like that, in that I will be doing it live, but I probably won't be doing that much chatting apart from when I'm sticking down, because I won't be doing tutorials for the 12 days of Christmas, I don't think. Probably not. Unless in the new year I decide to do them at some point as birthday ones, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to have a think. So yeah, so paper crafting basics. I haven't forgotten. I was toying with starting them again every Friday from September, but because it's Christmas coming along, I thought, you know what, let's wait and we'll start them again in the new year. I'll pick up from where we left off, and we'll do that in the new year. And I'll try and do them every Friday, which is what I started to do with my first one. Didn't get as far as the second one, I don't think. I think I only had one. So yeah, so I think that's what I'll try and do. We'll see how it goes. I was considering knocking down to just having one live stream and one recorded video, because I'm sort of struggling a bit to keep up, and losing the will to live a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Things might settle down, then it might be all right again. So we'll see, but that might happen, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, how's everyone's weather? That's the other thing I always ask everyone about. How's everyone's weather? Mine is sunny right now. Lots of dark clouds in the sky. It did rain a lot this morning. Then the sun came out, and then the clouds came out again. And then the sun fought a battle and won for now. How long it's going to be out for, I don't know. But yeah, that's what it's doing here. Right, let's just stick this down. There we go. Pull the bits of tape out. Right, so that's that one done. One more to go. Sunny and 22 degrees. Oh, Anne, that sounds nice. Whereabouts are you again, Anne? You're not in the UK, are you? You're in the Netherlands, aren't you? I think you said you were the Netherlands. Beautiful sunshine for you, Sally Joe. Yeah, we have now, but those clouds aren't looking very happy. Nicole, you've got sunny weather this week, which is good for school holidays. Oh, okay, you've got school holidays. Cool. That's good. Yeah, it's nice when it's good weather for the school holidays. Makes it easier. Beth, cool and gloomy in southern Virginia. Yeah, I have to say that's what we've had quite a bit of that. They reckon we're supposed to be getting some kind of mini heat wave here, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Indian summer, Marianne. Okay, nice. Nice. Always good to have a bit of an Indian summer. Yes, you are in the Netherlands. Yeah. Oh, fabulous. Some friends of mine just came back from Holland. So I wanted to go, but wasn't allowed. So I would have loved to have gone. I do like the Netherlands. I haven't managed to make it to Finland or Denmark yet. I'd like to do that. I know it's Scandinavia. I'm just thinking about Europe and that kind of area. Done Germany, done Switzerland, Norway. So I'd like to do Finland and Denmark. Haven't done Finland and Denmark yet. I'd like to do Norway again. Did enjoy Norway. And Holland. Done Belgium. Oh, Eindhoven. Okay, yeah. Nice. Very nice. I can't remember the place where when I went over to Holland a few years ago now, and I can't remember what it was called. And I'm not going to be able to remember because I don't have a lot of memory today, I'm afraid. But it was lovely. It was lovely. Right, so that's those pieces done. So let's stick them down inside. One there, and then this one goes on the other side. Does that? Oh, it does kind of meet up, sort of. Right, let's stick these down. Let's stick these down. I was pleased that I managed to find a piece of base card in my stash that was pretty much the same colour as my papers. That was a bit of a result. Right, stick that onto there like that. And then this one. Mostly cloudy in Dublin, 17 degrees, yeah. That's kind of, the sun's gone in now. It's heard me talking about it, it's gone in. I have to say that's kind of where we're at. 17, yeah, it's probably about where we're at as well, actually, Valerie, to be honest with you. Probably about the same as us. Dublin's a lovely place as well. I've been there. Beautiful. Very nice indeed. Right, let's clear all my bits away to make my desk look a bit more tidy than it was. There we go. Okay, so that's the inside done. So if I fold this down, oops, Daisy, that's going to be the front. So I'm going to stick my pink piece on the front. And then I've got a lovely snowflake die that I've just had from Coca Rosa Studio because their orders just come through. So there'll be a craft haul video coming for that soon, and cards, tutorials as well. And yeah, there was a beautiful snowflake die that I ordered, and it's come out even better than I imagined it was going to come out. So I'm going to use that on this card, I think. Okay, so let's open this up. So now we're going to go ahead and stick this down. Now I've got a bit of a gap there, which you might end up with, which is fine. It's not a problem because you're going to put a piece of card across there to just kind of decorate and to hide that gap. So we just need to put tape along this bottom edge here, and that's it. You don't need to do it on the top, just put it along the bottom there. I'm going to leave that bit there. So I'm going to use red tape. I'm going to use this skinny red tape. You can use thicker red tape than this, but I'm going to go with skinny red tape. I probably wouldn't use glue, just because if it spreads, you might end up with a problem. So I'm going to do this here. I kind of feel like I might do 2 lines of tape, possibly. Might do 2 lines. So that's there. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 lines of tape on this one, just because it's so thin, this tape. I'm sure I've got some thicker tape somewhere, but it's in my drawer and I can't be bothered to go and get it. So I'm just going to do 2 lines for now. 1 there and 1 here. Okay, like that. And then let's just take this off. Let me just double check my... Did I need to stick anything anywhere else? I need to stick a piece in here. Let me do that first, actually. Before I stick this down, let me do that first. So, for those 2 pieces... So, basically, when we decorate, we're going to decorate a triangle here and a triangle here, a triangle here and a triangle here. And then I also thought we'd do a triangle on the inside here. You don't need to.
You could leave that as it is. In fact, I might leave that inside one because, yeah, I think I might leave that inside one. If you do want to do that inside one, then you'd need, in total, you need a square piece that's 3.5 by 3.5, another one that's 2.5 by 2.5. The 2.5 by 2.5, you literally cut in half diagonally, and that's going to go here. So obviously you're going to have one there and one there. Just be mindful of the fact that this is not, it's not going to completely fit. Okay, so just be careful with that, because when I made this, I did have to cut my triangles down a little bit so they actually match the angles. So just be aware of that. The 3.5 by 3.5, if you put tape on the back and then cut it into quarters diagonally, then that will fit here, and here. Okay, so imagine that like that. Again, cut in half. But you just need to remember, again, you're probably going to have to alter your angle slightly. So I am going to stick this down because I'm not going to do the inside. I've changed my mind because I just think that burgundy looks fine. My original card, which again, I'm not sure where it is. I thought I had it ready, but I don't. I did do that. I did put pattern on the inside. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, but on this one, I think I'll just leave it with the base because it kind of matches the pattern paper. Okay, so that's that like that. So let's cut this out and then we'll do the strip across the front as well. So let me just put some tape on the back of here. Obviously, if you're using wet glue, you haven't got to worry. But I can't use wet glue. I can't use Yoo-hoo anyway on my printed papers because it makes the print come off. So let's just cut these down. Stick these down even. It's foggy for you, Cindy, is it? Oh dear. Foggy's not great. You know it's kind of autumn time when the fog starts rolling in. You really do. Right, so that's that. And then we're going to cut it in half. I would normally use my guillotine, but I can't be bothered to move everything. So I'm going to cut it with my Stanley knife. And again, I will need to tweak these. Okay, like that. And I'm not going to move it, and then I'm going to cut it again. This is when doing it on the guillotine is better. I'm just going to go for it. Ah, no, I'm moving now. Because I put tape on it, makes it slippery. So that did move a little bit. Oh, well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's going to be that busy, it won't matter. Oh, Tanya, you live near Swindon. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it's nice around there. You used to do demos around there. Right, so that is my 4 triangles. So one is going to go on here, and you will probably see now what I mean. I don't know, that's not too bad. So the gap at the top here is bigger than the gap at the bottom here. So I'm going to have to just give that a bit of a tweak. So let's just lay that on like that, and then actually it's not, I can probably get away with that. Actually, I can probably get away with that, and I can probably get away with, no, that one I can't. That one's got to change, but this one's okay. I reckon I can possibly get, is it just because that's not, I think it's because of where the measurements are, it's not quite like a proper rectangle. So yeah, not rectangle, you know what I mean, triangle. But anyway, it's fine. We're just going to stick this down anyway. This one's not too bad, but for the others I probably will need to just take a little slither off to make sure they fit okay. So if you want to readjust your measurements, please do. Right, so let's stick this in here. I'm going to go concentrate more on this because that's the bit you kind of notice more than that. And then this one here, I am definitely going to have to, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rejig that one. So let's put that there, put that there, and then we just need to draw down to there. Cindy, you parked again. Foggy, 70 degrees Fahrenheit in North Carolina, USA. Very nice. I'm not sure what 70 is. Oh, it's quite cool, isn't it? 70 in centigrade, I think. If I remember correctly. Now I would cut this using a craft knife and metal ruler, but because I've got tape on the back, it tends to glance off. So I don't really want wonky cutting again. So we'll just go with scissors and pencil. And that's going to go in there. Like that, that's better. Right, before I put the triangles on here, I'm going to put the strip along the bottom. So for the strip along the bottom, you need a mat piece that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that is going to go there. And then you need a pattern piece that is 1 inch by 5 1/4. And that is going to go there. So we're going to go ahead and stick those down. If you wanted to, you could, you know, stamp your card, which would make it a lot easier. I'm going to be cutting out pieces of pattern paper. So that's another option. Or you could just skip the mats and just do patterns. That's another option. And I am mixing it up a little bit because obviously I've got a bit of pattern and mat, and then just here I have only got the pattern. But I just think for triangles, it's a lot of effort if you've got to try and stick, you know, mats and patterns down and put tape on the back and all the rest of it. So yeah, I thought we'll just go for pattern paper on those bits. So let's stick this down here. There we go. And then that whole piece is going to go across there. Now I just need to make sure I don't stick that down. So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little mark so I know where that the gap is. There we go. So we can stick fully along the bottom. And the next line up. Like that. And at the top, I'm just going to go either side of that line. You probably don't need to go either side of that line. In fact, I don't think, the first time I did it, I don't think I left room for that gap. But something in me is telling me that I need to leave room for that gap, so we will see. I just don't want to stick it down, that's all, because you've already, you know, made an effort to keep it clear. Oops. The tape wants to come up as well. Oh, it's gone dark here now. I think it's going to rain again. The joys of autumn. Right, so that is that. Let's turn it over. No, it has to be this way around because that's where the thing is. Sticks on the bottom like that. There we go. And then we just need to put these triangles in there. And again, just have a look and see. So for me, that's a bit too close. I need to make that, trim that little bit off. And again here, that's a bit too big. So I need to trim those little bits off as well. So I'm just going to make these a tiny bit smaller. I think if I trim, so maybe my head's not in the way. If I trim kind of from there to there, and then also from here down to that corner, that will hopefully make up for that. So yeah, just I'm being picky. You could probably get away with it, but I just like to have it nice and crisp. Right, let's cut these. I'm just concentrating.
There we go. And then this one here, I'm hoping these are going to fit. Right, the moment of truth. Yep, that doesn't look too bad. That does not look too bad. The only problem is I'm missing a bit of tape there, so I might have to put a little bit in that corner. Just missing a tiny bit in that corner. Yeah. There we are. Oops. There we go. Right. Still a bit wonky, but not as bad as it was. And then the same on this side. This one's massively too big. Oh, that's really quite obvious, that is. So I'm going to go from here to about here. As I said, if you can figure out measurements that work, please do. But these were the ones that I had. Okay, so let's just double check that. That's much better. And that can go on there. And so then all you need to do next is obviously decorate the front and then add in your gift card. Let's turn that around. So that is like that. Quite pleased with the way that snowflake's turned out in the middle there. There we go. So that's not done too well. It's not done too well. Not done too badly actually. It's a bit disjointed, that snowflake, but anyway, never mind. But you got all the white bits coming out, so kind of a pinwheel snowflake. Never mind. Right. So let's grab that snowflake die, and then oh gosh, I've got bits of red tape attached to my arm. There we go. Right, okay, so that's that like that. So let's get the snowflake die out. Bear with. Oh, just had a whole load of new dies from Coco Rosa Studio. There's 2 of them. I really like this one because it goes with the border ones that I've got. And there's like a deer one as well. It's really cool. This is another one. I've actually done a card with this recently, so there'll be a video for that coming up. It's like a 3-part, great for shadow boxes, and like a deer. And this is the snowflake die. This looks so nice when it's cut out. Oh my goodness. Right, I reckon we need to go for burgundy for the outer. No, white, no. Oh yeah, no, I think I'm going to go white snowflake. Let me grab my white card, as I have. Also, does anybody know where I can get some more of this? So this was given to me by the Swindon ladies, but as you can see, it's like a white. You don't know if you can see the holographic. Can you see the holographic of it? You know the silver versions of this? This is like a white, but it's got this holographic, and it's shiny, and it's so nice. I really like this card. It's decent weight as well. So if anybody knows where I can get this from, please tell me, because I want to get some more. Because it is rather nice. And yeah, I've only literally got the one sheet, so oh, I don't want to use it, but I do want to use it. But oh, once it's gone, it's gone. Yes. So that's that, and I'm going to stick some tape on the back. In fact, let me use my thick stuff, my thick tape. Oh, you know what? Oh no, so I've got some adhesive sheets that I've just had from DRK Crafts, and I was thinking about using those, but actually, because I only want, let me do this way around, I only want a bit of it. I don't think it would, I don't know if it would work on there or not. So we'll do like this, a bit of that stuff, and then a bit of this on the top. Yeah, if anybody knows where I can get that white holographic card from, please let me know, because I would like to order some more. Right, let me put this through my die cutting machine. I was well organised apart from this bit. I didn't pre-cut this out. So let me cut this out. And run it through my big shot, just off camera. I might have to go through a couple of times because that is quite thick, and then with the tape on the back as well, it does make it, oh no, it's not too bad. I'm going to run it through again just to make sure it's definitely cut. Run it through, run it back, and then I just need to get some burgundy card so I can cut out the so there's that, and I just need some of that burgundy card so I can cut out the backing piece for that. I don't know if I've got any of that exact card, but even if I've got something similar, then that would do. That's similar. Let's use that then. Let's use that. That looks like it would be fine. Ah, I've already done the trees and the deer one, Beth, so I actually recorded that video yesterday. I might give you all a sneaky peek. Do you remember the palm trees card that I made with the last order that I did? I did it on the craft tool, but I didn't actually do a video for it, and I've had a few people saying, oh, can you show us how you made that card? So I've done it using the new dies, obviously a different size, because the palm trees one is a portrait and the dies obviously is a landscape, but it's the same principle. So I've actually made that palm tree card, but I've done it sideways with the deer dies. So yeah, stay tuned for that one, because that will be coming soon, because as I said, I've already filmed it, so that will be coming very soon. Right, let's just gently prise this off, and you'll see how beautiful this die is. Oh my goodness. Don't forget to use ice 20 if you go over to Coca Rosa, and you'll get 20% off your order, plus it helps me out, so please don't forget to do that. Right, let's pop this out. I've got an In Love Art Shop order on its way as well, which I think is probably going to be arriving in the next couple of days. So I'm busy. They always arrive at once. I always end up with Coca Rosa and DRK and In Love all coming at the same time, which keeps me on my feet. But at least it's not summer holidays or any kind of school holidays, so that helps. I can actually get on and do stuff with it. Right, let's just take the backing off here. That's already sticky. Sorry, my phone's going off because I forgot to put it on silent. We'll have a look in a moment, see what it says. Right, let's get these bits out. This is a bit tricky because of the because they're on prongs, this brown tape. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Right, bear with, talk amongst yourselves. I might try and peel this up, and also because I put it through a couple of times, so it's really stuck itself down. Come on, up you come. That's it. Come on, up you come. Up you come. That's it. There we go. Right, now we should be on a roll now, hopefully. Famous last words. Come on. I'm being very gentle because this snowflake's quite delicate. But yeah, come on, up. Up you come, Mr. Snowflake. There we go. We have liftoff. Right, so let's stick that down onto here. Look how nice that is. So nice. I love the fact it's got the background, the outline die it comes with it. That for me makes it. Look at that. Oh my, have you ever seen a more beautiful snowflake? I mean, I have, but this is up there. This is up there with the beautiful snowflakes. And you can't really see the shimmer, but I can see just it just looks amazing. I just love it. Right, that is quite big, but what I'm thinking is like that, and then have a Christmas coming off it, Merry Christmas coming off it, or a Let It Snow, or something along those lines. Right, let me think. What have I got that would work with that? I think possibly, I think possibly one of the, I've got that Merry and Bright. Oh no, let's not use Merry and Bright. Let's use, that's the wrong folder. Bear with. Technical difficulties. Bear with. That's the one I want. So I've got Trimcraft
dies from a while ago, and I've got one that says a Christmas wish, and I think if it fits, it would be quite nice. So let me find it. Here we go. Also got a hope and joy as well. So I've got this one, which is a Christmas wish. I think that would look quite nice. And if I cut it out of, hasn't got any backing to it. That's the only problem. I almost need one that has its own little backing. Because if that had a background to it, that would be cool. I wonder if I cut it out of silver, if you'd be able to see it. Might work with silver. I do like that one. I think it's quite a nice one. But I am wondering whether it needs a background to it. Let's have a look at my Christmas dies and see if there's anything in that one. It is a nice snowflake, isn't it? Yes, I do like it too. It is a beautiful. Right, let's have a quick look through my other Christmas dies. So I've got quite a few Christmas dies, but they haven't necessarily got a background, and the ones that do have a background are too big. So that makes it a bit tricky. I have got some pre-cut banner dies, but they're a bit boring. Trace on the die with a pencil and cut it out. I could. It's not too complicated, is it? That might be a very good plan you have there. Yes, that might be a good plan. What would I make the background out of, though, Anne? Don't really want to go burgundy red. Can't really go white. Well, maybe I could go pink. If I do the outer piece, if I can find a pink colour, and then do the word in burgundy, white, probably white, probably a bright white. Okay, so let's see if we can get a pink piece that is that kind of colour. Let's have a look in my little off-cutty stashy thing. That's very similar. So I'm wondering, oh, it's not going to stand out against that though, is it? White with pink letters. You think burgundy? I didn't know if it's going to blend in with that. Decisions. This is always the more difficult thing to do, isn't it? The whole. If I get, it's quite burgundy that is as well. Have I got any more of that pearlized burgundy? Because if I have, that possibly be better, because it'll be a little bit lighter than the snowflake burgundy. Maybe. Talk to me, people. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Got that burgundy. Maybe that one. It's not quite big enough, that one. Probably should stick to burgundy, shouldn't I? Let's try it. Let's try it and see. We're not going to know. We are not going to know. Right, so let us, it's going to go that way round. So if I turn it this way around, and then let's just draw around this. And let's see what we think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see what I've drawn around. Anyway. We will see. I'm trying to press quite hard. And this is the back, so. This is going to test my cutting out skills. Oh, just moved it. You know how much I dislike fussy cutting. There we go. Oh yeah, I can still see it. Right, let me use my little viscous snips. Oh, you've got a white pencil. Yeah, I haven't. Oh, I don't have. I've got a white pen, but it's a bit, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Temperamental, that's the word. Right, talk amongst yourselves while I just cut this out. So I'm going to have to go relatively slowly and not talk too much. Otherwise I'm going to end up doing it wrong.
the tension. You might go off there. My phone's going off again. I apologise. Right. Round the corner. Oh gosh, where are we going? Over there. Oh dear. This is not good fun. For those of you who are good at fussy cutting, you'll be like, what is she doing? Hoping you can't see my pencil marks, so you can't see the bits I'm missing. I can barely see my own pencil marks, if I'm honest, so it's not the easiest. Oh. So this is when a scan and cut machine would be nice. Oops. Bear with, bear with. Almost there, almost there. Gone past halfway, hurrah. Deep pink, now you tell me deep pink. It's too late. I'm on burgundy. I'm not cutting this out again. That's for sure. It's traumatic. No, it's not really. Not really. Oh, almost there, almost there. Yes. Yes, we did it. Right, so it's that side. So we've got a bit of a, we haven't got a nice rounded edge, but anyway. Right, let's cut out in out of white. I think the letters out of white, I think they need to be really, don't they? Well, it's not going to show up on there. Ah, take your time, yes. Right, I could go with a pale pink. See, I think I don't know if I want to go white. I kind of want white because I think it would stand out better. But I feel like it needs to have a pink. I might go pale pink. I might go pale pink for the letters. I am in two minds, but I think I might go pale pink. Just no, this one, because it's kind of paper, so it's not going to be that thick. So hopefully it will cut nicely, because this is quite a fancy dye. So I'm going to go pink. I think I would probably go white normally, but because we've got white on the snowflake, I just think that we need to go pink. So we will see how we get on. Put some tape on the back. Yep, I'm there. Definitely putting tape on the back of this one, without a doubt. Absolutely. Oh, I've run out of tape now. That's good timing. Let me get another roll of this. If I've got another roll, hopefully I have. I do hope I have. Do I have another roll? Oh no. Do I know? Oh no. I don't have another roll of that. Or do I? No. I don't think I do. I've got another roll of something else similar, but oh, this is horrible, this stuff. No, I don't want to use that one. We have to use two thin ones instead. Oh no, I've run out of tape, the thicker tape. Oh dear. That's a problem. Gonna have to do a big massive order, I think. Right, how much more? That should be right. Oh, my cat wants to come in now. Right, let me run this through. I might have to let her in as well. Hopefully she'll come in. Are you going to come in, Pepsi? You coming in? No, you're going to run away. Well, that's no good, is it? You can't go running away. Open the door and she runs off. It's like she plays knock and run. Do you remember the game kids used to play back in the 80s? Go and knock on someone's door and then run off. That's what she does. She comes and meows outside the door and then she does a runner. Right, that looks good. That looks like it's cut okay. So let us have a go with that. So let's take this off. There we go. It's just all the weeding when you do this that's the problem. Right, now then, if I can pop out these bits without the whole thing coming out, that would be good. Because then I can peel off the backing and stick it down with it all still in the die itself. Which means then, oh, why are you meowing at me, Pepsi? Come in then, I've just opened the door for you. Yeah, well, come in here. I don't know if you can hear her outside the door meowing. Oh dear. Her and her sister do not get on. So it ends up being war zone. I'm not quite sure what to do about it. We've tried all the things you're supposed to do, and they are not getting on. Oops. Right, let's take that one out. Is that out already? Is that that's just backing, I think. Oops, Daisy. Oh, my S. Oh no, my S is going all over the shop. Come back, Mr. S. Oh gosh, let me see if she wants to come in. This cat, honestly. No, she's gone again. Oh no, she hasn't. She's still there. If you can hear her meowing at the door. Oh, poor me, poor me. Come on in, you come in. Come on in you come. No jumping on the desk. No jumping on the desk. You can sit on the chair. No jumping on the desk. Right. Okay, let's take off the backing and stick it down. I've actually got her a little chair now so she can sit on the chair in here. Be away from her sister. Chill out. Sit with me while I craft and everything's fine. It's just when she decides to jump up on the desk and you've got little bits everywhere or things are sticky, then that gets a bit more tricky to do. So bear with me while I just peel off the tape, everybody. This is, I know, like watching paint dry. Sorry about that. This is when using an adhesive sheet would be a good idea, you see, because it would all come off in one big piece. Oh, good. Got a nice big run there. That S is really being rebellious. It's doing its own thing. Right, there we go. Finally. So now let's bring this over. Line that up. Line that up. Yep. I'm going to switch to my blunt pin. And just press through the holes. So this was actually a Spellbinder's like pokey tool, but it came out, but it's sort of a bit blunt as well now, so it's useful for things like this where you don't want anything too sharp because you'd end up with holes in your greeting, but just you need something to push through. Oh yes, this is looking, oh yes, like that. Well, thank you for that idea, Anne. That was a very good idea. That worked magnificently. Fabulous. I'm going to do that more often, I think. That worked very well indeed. Right, so my snowflake is going to go on there. Oh no, I quite like it in the pink. Yeah, that works. I quite like that because it's a bit different. So that works. Right, okay, let me stick this down. I'm going to stick it straight. I'm not going to put it onto any kind of foam because it's already quite a chunky card. I might put the Christmas sentiment on a little bit of silicone glue potentially, just so it's a little bit raised up and not massively. But the snowflake is going to go straight on. Yeah, you can come again, Anne. Please come join me and help me next time. This is what you need. You need people to bounce off, you see. I never proclaim to know it all because I certainly don't. I certainly do not. There we go. And then we'll put this one on here. Yeah, I'm going to put on a bit of silicone glue. Oh, got lots of folders all around me from mid-crafting and haven't had time to tidy up. Let's pull the little stopper out of my glue. And then let's plonk a little bit on here. And all that lovely pencil lines on the back is exactly there on the back when nobody knows if it was ever there. There we go, like that. Okie doke. And then pick this up very carefully. It's not the best cut, but once you get it on, it's not that obvious. It's not that obvious. Let's get my card straight first before I start sticking. I think if I get that star right in the middle of the snowflake, and just make sure that's straight. There we go. And then the other thing I think it needs is a bit of sparkle. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, that needs a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to quickly grab my yeah, I'm going to grab these. So these are my Lucy Abrams shop sequins and things, and I've got these little itty bitty stars, and I just think they would be quite cool on the front because they're flat. And let me use my little pickup tool because I'm going to need that for this, I think. Oh, this is my Dovecraft pickup tool. It does come out of this, but I always leave it because I can just kind of stand it up without worrying about it. Right, I'm just going to put a few of these on there, just a little bit of sparkle, and that's all we need. So a few little dots. A few little random dots here and there, like that. And then, yeah, shiny things. So these are really tiny. I mean, they are called itty bitty stars, and they really are. But I like them a lot. I don't use them very often. They're kind of more for like shakers, I suppose. But for things like this, they're perfect. Like where you want to add a little bit of sparkle, but you don't want to. Oh, I'm pressing down on my greeting. That was a silly thing to do. I forgot I used silicone glue. Let me just put it up a little bit while it's still drying. Just press down on my greeting and flattened it. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just keep our finger on the snowflake rather than anywhere else. And then I think Lucy Abrams has got a 40% off at the moment. Not sure if it's still on, but it has been on. So if you want to go over and have a look at our things, please do. Again, not getting paid to say that. Don't get any kind of commission. But she's a small business, so I like to support her. And she's got some fantastic things as well. So, yeah. And can I just say, this little picky-uppy thing from DRK Crafts is amazing. How cool is this? How much? I mean, how much trouble would I try and have to try and get those stars out if I didn't have this? There we go. Just a few little stars. Wonderful. Okie doke, Laurie. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I just like the I like the pink and the burgundy. So there we go. That is that. Let's put my box back. Ooh. So there we have it. So there's your second gift card holder. If you open it up and then your little gift card sits in there. If you wanted to, you could decorate these bits as well. But I'll leave you to figure out the the measurements of those. But yeah, so a little bit different. And if you wanted as well, you can put instead of putting a pattern piece here, you can actually leave that white to right there, or you could put a white piece over the top and have your message there. So yeah, that's another option. But yeah, so that's that one, and then these ones. So hopefully you'll have a go. Make sure you hit the like button, please, as well. Helps me out. And if you want to share, please share my video to somebody else, maybe who's into crafts or somebody you know who might like it. Please do, because that helps me out massively as well. Trying to get those algorithms back on my side. So at the moment they're a bit off on one. So yeah, I've just realised I had that burgundy card here on my desk all along. Deary me, silly me.
So yeah, so that is the card for today. Make sure to go and check out obviously my Etsy shop and go and have a look at those. If you're a silver crafty icicle and you haven't yet told me what you want for September and also for October, I've still got a couple of people outstanding for October, not October, August. What am I talking about? August. Please let me know what you want. Yeah, and I can send that through to you. Just packing all my bits away. Cool. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to poodle off, I think. Go and tidy up, poodle off. And I'm going to crack on with my next video with my different craft orders. So yes. And take a deep breath. Yeah, so thank you all for joining me. I'm going to take you off the ceiling quickly. We'll just unplug you. It's going to get a bit shaky. It's getting a bit shaky. Oh, there we go. Right, so there we go. There's the craft holder ones that we did start with. There we are. And then the one that we finished with. Cool. You can really see the sparkle. Lovely bit of sparkle on that. So yeah. So have a good weekend, everybody. And I will see, well, I say weekend, it's only Tuesday, but you know what I mean. There'll be a weekend between here and me seeing you next. So have a good week and weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone.